friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking into what would they say to you if they could, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is the Stained Glass Tarot, and pile number two is the Tinseltown Tarot. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi pile one, for those of you who chose the Stained Glass Tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's take some time to realign our energies, so close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, pile one, what would they say to you if they could? Let's take a look. What would pile one's person say to pile one if they could? Page of Swords, Seven of Swords, the Magician, Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, the World. Okay. I also have your Oracle cards, so we're going to get into that. We have Neglect, we have I Am Healing, we have Rosemary with Clarity, we have Elm, and we have Hiawatha. Okay. Your person's choosing themselves. Pile one. Your person's choosing what they truly want. There's a lot of clarity that's come through on your person's end about what they want. I think that there was a certain image that your person wanted to maintain for the rest of the world. Could be egocentric, could just be maybe societal expectations on your person. But it looks like there was a particular version of your person that they wanted to show to the world, but it wasn't necessarily in alignment with what they truly wanted out of their life. There's a lot of clarity that's come in because your person is learning that they don't have to show a version of themselves to other people. They just have to be true and honest to themselves. There's a lot of clarity coming through with Rosemary, with Ace of Swords coming through. A lot of clarity coming for your person because I think that they're understanding who they are as a person. They're understanding what are their desires, who are they truly on the inside without all of this facade that they kind of keep for the rest of the world, or without this pretense, that they have for the rest of the world. And because they're doing that, things are actually shifting in their life. This is not just with respect to your connection, pile one, because the energy seems to be very, very big. I think that even in other aspects of your person's life, things are shifting for the better. And the reason for that is your person is aligning with who they truly are on the inside. Previously, I think that your person might have kind of done things because they thought that was how they wanted to be perceived by other people. But now all of that has kind of chipped away. You know, your person doesn't want to be in that energy anymore. So whatever action your person's taking, they're learning to choose themselves, whether it is with respect to your connection or with respect to any other aspect of their life. And because of that, your person is stepping into manifesting energies. Your person is stepping into their power. They're no longer leading a life that is more for show, you know? It's more now that they're leading a life that they want to. A lot of healing going on, because I think that it's difficult, you know? It's difficult when you've lived so much of your life showing one thing to other people. I think that there is a lot of your own thought processes without your knowledge. It just automatically shifts into, okay, well, what will other people think? Or I have to do this because other people are thinking a specific way about me. That adds a lot of pressure on a person. And I think for your person, now it's kind of like they have to intentionally choose themselves. They have to intentionally shift their energy away from doing what they normally would. And that by itself is difficult, but your person's getting there and your person's doing it actually. This seems to be more of, I wouldn't say completion energy, but I think that for every single step that your person's taking, it's like, okay, well, I would have done this normally, but what do I want to do right now? Let me do what I want to do. And so your person's shifting that. So in every aspect of your person's life, they're doing that. And choosing themselves actually means that they are choosing this connection as well. I would not be surprised if you've set boundaries with this person. You've let them know that you didn't align with the kind of person that they were showing other people. I also think that you might have intuitively understood who this person was on the inside. And I think that there was such a discrepancy in the person that they were showing versus the person that you intuitively knew they were. And I think that that might have caused you to walk away, because I don't think that you were able to reconcile with the person that they were showing others to be. And that by itself might have caused this shift in your person, that might have caused your person to realize that, oh, okay, well, there's at least one person who sees me for who I truly am. And maybe that's the version of myself that I want to be. Maybe that's the version of myself that I want to embody, rather than, you know, pretending all the time to be someone else. Pretending to be strong, pretending what the society wants me to be as well. So I think that you might have been a catalyst for this person to have that clarity, to have that realization, one. And that is what they would say to you if they could. Right now, I don't know if this person is on talking terms with you. For some of you, it could be that this person is like your friend or a familial member. For others of you, this could be actually a romantic connection. I am seeing all versions of this. I am seeing that for some of you, you could be talking to this person, or you could have set boundaries, but it's like limited contact. For others of you, you could have cut this person off completely. So many different variations coming through, but the common theme for all of you is that you have actually been a catalyst for this person to learn how to choose themselves. I'm also hearing that being with you, it meant that they could be whoever they wanted to be. And they realized that the person they were showing to other people was just not who they wanted to be. And that came only because they spent time with you. I think that there might have also been a lot of societal pressure with the Yawara coming through over here. I think that there might have been a lot of societal pressure, because this one talks about community, but I am getting a bit of blocked energies coming through. So it might have been just pressure of being seen in a certain way by the society. But things are shifting with your person. And I think that they're also being more vocal about what they want. So they're no longer being passive about decisions in their life. They're intentionally choosing what aligns with them. Big energies there. I just took a deep breath because it's pretty big energies. And I think that and this is just between me and you, when you've lived a life that, has never been yours, it's always been what other people wanted or what you thought you had to do in order to be liked by other people or accepted by other people, finally choosing yourself can be very scary. It can be also something so new that you kind of go into a shell because you're still trying to figure out, you're still trying to understand yourself without external pressure. So if there is no contact between the two of you, I would not take it personally, because I think that when you are in this phase, sometimes you feel the need to shut all or everything around you so that you can figure who you are on the inside and then come out when you're ready. All right, so I would not take it personally if this person and you are in no contact, but I also feel that for some of you, you have set boundaries with this person. Either way, things are shifting for the better in this person's life, whether you wish them to be a part of your life or not. I think that that is just a message that they would tell you that, yes, you were right, you know, just by being myself, I can see different aspects of my life shifting and bringing me peace, and it might not be what other people want for me, but I'm happy, or I'm shifting things on my end, and there's some sort of a closure that I'm feeling about one phase of my life where it didn't belong to me, and now I'm stepping into a phase of my life where it truly belongs to me. All right? So I want to get one message or advice for you. One, let's see. 9 of Cups. You taught this person what it means to be happy. One, I really think that you did. They're recognizing that by choosing themselves, they're choosing to be happy. They're choosing a life that feels good to them, you know? And they probably might be wondering what took them so long to choose this path. But I also think that your person might have kind of base their happiness on how other people perceive them. So there might be a shift in their understanding of what happiness truly means as well. So that could be it as well. So your person might feel, why didn't I do this before? Or why did I waste so much time? But the truth is, there needed to be a shift in your person's understanding of what happiness truly meant to them. And only then could they have this new start for themselves. So if you are expecting this person to reach out, I would say that this person will. And it looks like they want to show you this new version of themselves. They're still getting there though. There's still a little bit of closing out of cycles, a little bit of closure. And them learning how to navigate this new version of themselves. But once they do that, it looks like they're coming towards you. They want to show you this new version of themselves, because I think that they feel you would be proud of them if you knew how much of a transformation they've gone through because of something that you said or something that you did that triggered this entire realization on their end. So it looks like they're enthusiastic to tell you, but it'll take a bit of time to get there, just because your person is going through that transformation, is going through that shift. But I would expect this person to reach out when they're ready, all right? One? Okay. This is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with a like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips I send, and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pal 1, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi Pal 2, for those of you who chose Tinseltown Tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, Pal 2, what would they say to you if they could? Let's take a look, shall we? What would Pal 2's person say to Pal 2 if they could? We have the Hermit, we have the Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups, Chariot, Six of Cups, the World. Okay. I also have your Oracle cards. We have Comfort, we have I Am Light, we have Chamomile with Stability, we have Alder, we have Yumcox. Okay. There's stability coming out twice. I mean, Yumcox is like the god of agriculture, but it's more about grounded energy. Are you expecting an apology from this person, Paltu? Because I'm getting very strong apology coming in. I think that this person was a bit harsh with you at one point. Either you might have tried progressing this connection, or this person took you for granted, or every single time you tried to progress this connection, you tried to talk to them, I think they would shut you down, they would completely ignore. I'm also seeing ignore, I'm seeing a lot of ego. And I think that you let it go, Paltu. I think that you let it go. I think that you stopped, reaching out to this person. And for a while, I think that this person didn't care. I know that might be a little bit painful for you to hear this, but I think that for the beginning part of when you just let this connection go, I think that this person didn't pay much attention. But now I think that the silence is very, very loud. I don't think that you are reaching out to this person at all anymore. I think that you have completely withdrawn your energy. I would not be surprised if you have, moved on with your life. For some of you, I am seeing that you could have even just blocked this person because they were just not treating you with respect. For others of you, I am seeing that this person was expecting you to pop up into their life again, but you just never did. And you started focusing on your life. And that by itself triggered this person to, realize if this is what they wanted, like this silence between the two of you. I would not be surprised if this person started to feel lonely. I think that you were the only person who genuinely reached out to this person, who genuinely cared about this person. I also think that there might be people in this person's life who are very fake, and at that point in time, I don't think that this person... Oh wow, we have the alarm ringing. Give me a second. It's interesting because I didn't think that I had an alarm at this point in time, but you can take that as a confirmation, Paltu. But let's get into your reading back again, all right? But your wake-up call is something that I'm hearing. It's interesting. I never do have an alarm at this time. It's very interesting. Anyway. Yes, where was I? So I really think that this person thought that you were just like everyone else in their life. And they might have been harsh when you showed them love, when you showed them your light. But now the silence is very, very loud between the two of you, Paltu. And now they're realizing that the people who they thought were there beside them, yeah, they're not there anymore. Or your person's realizing that they're very, very fake. There's a lot of clarity that's coming through. And because of that, I think that your person wants to step back into your life. There's a lot of forward movement coming through. But they also know that they have to come forward in very, very solid energies. They can't just come in like how they used to. And I would not be surprised if this person's actually reached out a few times, Paltu, just to check in, just to see how you are, or just to kind of tag at your energy. But I also don't think that you responded in the way that you used to. I think that you were just like, yeah, okay, you reached out, fine, bye, I've got my life to focus on. I don't think that you necessarily shut this person off, because I don't think you are that kind of a person. But I think that there was a bit of a nonchalance in your response, which may have triggered this person, which may have caused the wake-up call with your person. They're coming in, Pal 2. They're coming in with an apology. They're coming in because your soul's warmth and serenity is something that they want. And they're realizing that there was no other soul that was as pure as you, and they shouldn't have taken you for granted. They shouldn't have shunned you away when you gave them so much love. They want this silence to end between the two of you, or they want this energy of yours to end. And that's completely on you, Pal 2. You can choose. You have absolute free will. But on their end, they're hoping that if they come forward with an apology, if they come forward and let you know that you actually do mean something to them, and they've realized that they want this connection, that they want you as part of their life, and they realize the error of their ways, they're hoping that things will move forward between the two of you, that you would step into their life, and that this would end your nonchalance towards them. But that's completely on you. This is their perspective. This is what they would say to you if they could. And I think that they are going to say to you, I think that this person's coming forward. The energy that they're coming in is going to be very, very grounded. But trust your intuition, all right? This person could have made the transformation, but if it still does not live up to what you deserve, then again, that's your decision, Pal 2, right? So you have to have that discretion for yourself, right? I want to see any message or something that wants to come through. I'm really getting, I'm getting your energy so strong, Pal 2. I think that you've been so gentle, so kind. I think that every time this person, and I don't even feel like saying your person, because I think that there is a lot of detached energy on your end at this point in time. But every time this person, they would say something mean, or they would say something rude, or shut you down, or just, push you away, I think that you handled it with so much of grace. You were kind and compassionate and so loving towards them until a point where, you couldn't do it anymore. And even in the silence, I think that you've always wished this person well. It's not like you let go with anger or resentment. No, you just let go with love. And I think that was something that was different about you. I would not be surprised if this person has had a lot of people in their life who are very fake, or who just let this person go, without any warning. And I think that this person might have felt you would just do that to them, like you would abandon them someday. And so even before that reality could play out, though it would not have because you're different, I think that your person might have instigated it, or they might have tried to test if you genuinely cared for them. But in that process of testing, they lost something that was pure, something that was such a genuine bond between the two of you, and they're realizing it now. There's a lot about you being taken for granted that's coming through, and it's coming from their perspective. So they're aware that they did take you for granted. They're aware that they didn't treat you right, and they're coming in with an apology. One message for Pal 2, please. One message for Pal 2. Yeah, they're in pain. I think that they might have, karma might have paid them a visit. For me, 5 of Pentacles, especially in this particular energy, it feels like karma might have paid them a visit. I think that someone might have treated your person exactly the same way, and I think that your person might have reached out to them in a very genuine way, and then they might have been shunned. And I think that might have taught your person that this is what I did to Pal number 2. So there's a lot of realizations going on at this point in time. But they're getting there. They're getting into more solid energies. But, Pal 2, if it does not match, yes, there's a transformation going on within them, but if it does not match what you feel you deserve, then you're allowed to say no, all right? You have absolute free will. Just because someone has evolved doesn't mean they have a place in your life, or doesn't mean you need to make space for them. Maybe you've moved on, maybe you've evolved, maybe you've shifted into different energies, and what you need at this point in time, or what you naturally align to, might not be this person's new version as well. And that's okay. That's nothing to feel guilty about. I don't know why, but I'm feeling guilt on your end. So that's nothing to feel guilty about. But if you do want this person, looks like there is a new beginning coming up for the two of you. It looks like this person will be the one to reach out, and they will be the one to create something beautiful between the two of you. At least they're coming in with more solid and stable energies. So if that's what you're hoping for, that's what you want, that possibility is there. But if that's not what you want, or you no longer align with that, then you don't have to feel guilty. You just have to let this person know that you're not in that same place anymore. And between you and me, pal two, that's okay. That's absolutely okay. All right? You don't have to force yourself to align with someone just because they've made the changes. I mean, sometimes it is too late. Sometimes it's done. You know, the damage is done. And that's okay. You know, that's completely okay. Just with your grace, the grace that you've shown already, with that grace, just let them know and respectfully choose yourself, gracefully choose yourself. That's completely okay. You always have free will, pal two. I always keep saying this because it's very, very important. All right? Pal two, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with a like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips to send, and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pal two, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.